This is Module 2 of IDIS online training for CDBG grantees covering projects, and I am Pam Buckenauer, another one of your trainers. In Module 2, we will be discussing the role and function of projects in IDIS online and practice setting up a project, editing a project, and copying a project. If you haven't already done so, you may want to download and print the course materials that are available at the website. In the companion manual that accompanies the slides, please refer to Chapter 2 at page 2-1. Projects in IDIS Online serve two purposes. First, they link the information in IDIS to the information presented in your annual action plan that you show on your Table 3C in the submission. If you're the person tasked with setting up the projects in IDIS at the beginning of the program year, you would need a copy of that action plan to enter your projects into IDIS Online. Second, projects provide an organizational framework for your IDIS activities. So if you use a visual that for the program year 2010, you have a file cabinet and you have a file drawer for each type of project that you're doing, and the activities that are being carried out under each of those projects is a file folder within each of those file drawers. That may help you to distinguish between projects and activities and the level of detail between projects and activities that you actually enter. HUD has not provided guidance on how to structure CDBG-funded projects. They are more concerned that the data at the activity level is entered correctly. So this gives you, the grantee, some flexibility in how you wish to use projects to organize your data. For example, if you have 4 different types of housing programs, you could create one project called Housing and group all of your housing activities under the same project. Or you could have 4 different projects with the different housing programs organized underneath each of those and the activities associated with each one. This makes it easier to find the information in the system and will organize the information in a logical manner on your reports. By how you set your projects up, when we take a look at the PRO2 report, we have a sample for you. You can see that by project under your program year, your activities that are associated with the project are going to be listed under that project. So you're going to, first column is going to be the project, and then you'll have all of the activities that tally up to the total of what was expended under that project. Once we log into the practice region, be sure to search through your projects and see how your projects have been set up in the past. You typically only need to enter data at the project level at the beginning of your program year, except if there is an amendment to a project or new projects need to be added. Unlike activities, you do not have to come back to the project level and adjust funding or mark a project as complete. Once the project is added, you are then able to set up activities underneath the project. As Bill mentioned in the overview, the project is what is linked to your action plan, and it's at the project level that you will also be reporting at your CAPER time on what occurred. The activities that are associated with the project will tally up to what are your accomplishments for the CAPER. When we walk through the example, you will see that the projects do not capture a lot of information. Most of the information you need to provide is entered at the activity level. A quick note on some of the changes from the old version of IDIS to IDIS Online. Under the old system, a user had to approve a project before adding activities. You don't need to do that step anymore. Once the project is saved, you can then add activities underneath that project. IDIS Online also has a project copy feature that allows you to copy one or more projects from an older year to the current year. This was something that was greatly desired in the old IDIS, and it was incorporated into the new system. If a project is amended, be sure to show that change in IDIS Online. And also, something that has happened within the project module as of December of 2010, IDIS Online now allows you to uncancel a project that may have been canceled in error so that you're not having to go back and reset up the project. You're just able to go back in and uncancel it. Let's go into the system now and practice adding some projects. For my example, I'm going to use the information in the case study number 1, which is titled Adding Projects. Alternatively, you may use your copy of your most recent action plan to enter those projects into the system for your use. We will, for the training modules, be using activities that are associated with the projects that are, however, on the case study 1 list. So just bear that in mind.